At just 44 years old, Elin Nordegren has done something few people can claim. She's rewritten her life story in ways that leave people in awe. Once known as the wife of one of the most famous athletes in the world, she has transformed herself into a symbol of resilience and quiet power. But what does it really take to rise from a life shadowed by controversy and redefine yourself on your own terms? Today, we're looking at the life of a woman who turned challenges into stepping stones and heartbreak into strength. Elin's story isn't just about personal reinvention, it's about how one person can stand tall after being at the center of one of the most public scandals of the past decade. And here's the thing, her story didn't unfold the way you might think. Stay with us because by the end of this video, you'll understand what made Elin more than a headline, more than a survivor, and more than just a public figure. You'll see why her life has become a blueprint for grace and grit. And there's a surprising twist about her success that you absolutely don't want to miss. Let's start with where it all began, a life in the public eye that seemed glamorous on the surface, but was far more complex underneath. Elin Nordegren's life in the spotlight started like a dream. Married to golf legend Tiger Woods, she seemed to have it all: fame, luxury, and a picture-perfect life that everyone admired. Together, they attended star-studded events, their photos splashed across magazines, radiating elegance and charm. To the outside world, they were the ultimate power couple, blending Swedish sophistication with American sports royalty. But behind the glittering facade, cracks began to form. In 2010, the seemingly perfect marriage came to a shocking and very public end. The media frenzy that followed painted Elin as a figure caught in chaos, with her every move dissected and broadcast. For most people, such relentless scrutiny would have been overwhelming, but this was where Elin's real story began. The divorce was more than just a headline, it was a turning point. Elin could have stayed defined by the past, trapped in a narrative not of her choosing. Instead, she did something unexpected. She stepped away. She chose to leave the chaos behind, retreating from the glare of cameras and focusing on something far more important: herself. Here's where the story takes a twist. What could have been a downfall became a blank canvas. Elin didn't just survive this chapter, she used it as the foundation to rebuild her life in ways that would surprise even her harshest critics. And as the next chapter unfolds, you'll see how her decisions turned a moment of heartbreak into a lifetime of empowerment. Stay with us, because what she accomplished next will make you rethink the very idea of resilience. After stepping away from the intense public scrutiny, Elin Nordegren made a choice that set the tone for her transformation. She prioritized herself and her family. Instead of chasing the spotlight, she focused on creating a life that reflected her values, not the expectations of others. At the heart of this transformation was her dedication to her children. While the world speculated about her next move, Elin was quietly building a stable, nurturing environment for her kids. She wasn't just a mother, she was a role model, showing them that strength isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about rising above them. But Elin didn't stop there. She also chose to invest in her personal growth. Many were surprised when she enrolled at Rollins College, pursuing a degree in psychology. This wasn't just a symbolic gesture, it was a bold statement. Education for Elin became a way to reclaim her narrative and expand her opportunities. Balancing schoolwork, motherhood, and her personal life wasn't easy, but she approached it with determination and grace. Her hard work paid off, and she graduated with honors, a milestone that solidified her commitment to self-improvement. While her education was a private victory, it hinted at something bigger. Elin was redefining success on her terms. She wasn't content to fade into the background, she was creating a life that showcased her resilience and intellect. But here's the fascinating part, her transformation wasn't just about personal growth. She was quietly stepping into new roles that no one could have predicted. What Elin did next is where her story takes another unexpected turn. From philanthropy to entrepreneurship, she started using her platform to make an impact far beyond herself. And as you'll see in the next section, her ability to balance these roles with elegance and purpose is where her story truly becomes inspiring. Stay with us, because her next chapter reveals a powerful lesson about turning setbacks into stepping stones. Elin Nordegren's next chapter is where her transformation truly stands out. She wasn't content to simply rebuild her life, she chose to expand it in ways that reflected her passions and values. One of her most remarkable shifts was her involvement in philanthropy. While many in her position might have sought out the spotlight, Elin used her platform to support meaningful causes, quietly giving back to the community without fanfare. Her charitable efforts showcased her compassionate side, a stark contrast to the media image of her as just a celebrity ex-wife. She became a symbol of how to turn personal challenges into opportunities to uplift others. From supporting children's organizations to causes that empower women, Elin's actions spoke volumes about her commitment to making a positive impact. At the same time, Elin began to explore her creative side. Her keen sense of style and poise didn't go unnoticed. Whether attending public events or simply living her day-to-day life, her elegance became a statement in itself. Fashion wasn't just about appearance for Elin, it was a reflection of the confidence she had gained through her journey. She embraced timeless looks that spoke to her strength and individuality, becoming an icon of understated sophistication. But what truly sets Elin apart is her entrepreneurial spirit. She ventured into business, quietly launching projects that reflected her values and interests. These ventures weren't about chasing wealth or fame, they were about creating something meaningful. By stepping into these new roles, Elin proved that she was more than her past, she was a force of reinvention. Her ability to balance all these aspects of her life, motherhood, philanthropy, fashion, and entrepreneurship, shows a remarkable level of discipline and focus. But there's still one final piece to her story, one that ties everything together and leaves a lasting impression. In the final section, we'll uncover the ultimate lesson behind Elin's transformation and how it serves as an inspiration to us all. Don't miss it, because the way her story concludes will change how you think about resilience and empowerment. Elin Nordegren's story isn't just about moving on, it's about creating a legacy built on strength, grace, and purpose. After enduring one of the most publicized personal challenges of her time, she redefined herself in ways that continue to inspire. But what's most remarkable is how she has used her experiences to demonstrate the power of resilience. Her ability to balance so many roles: a devoted mother, an educated professional, a philanthropist, and a businesswoman, shows that success doesn't have to come at the expense of what matters most. Elin's life is a reminder that reinvention isn't just about starting over. It's about using every setback as a chance to grow stronger. Even today, her quiet confidence speaks volumes. Every action she takes, whether supporting her children, contributing to her community, or building something meaningful, tells a story of empowerment. Her life isn't defined by the headlines of her past, but by the choices she has made to craft a future on her own terms. Now, here's why her story matters to you. Elin's transformation is proof that no matter where you start or how hard the fall, you have the power to rewrite your own narrative. It's not about escaping your past, it's about using it as fuel to build something greater. And that's what makes her story unforgettable. If you've stayed with us this far, here's something to think about: what part of your own story needs rewriting? Share this video with someone who needs a reminder that transformation is possible. And here's a challenge: think of one step you can take today to create a life that reflects your strength and values. Let Elin's story be your spark. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more stories about people who show us the true meaning of resilience and purpose. Until next time, keep building your own legacy.